My beloved child, stop whatever you are doing right now. Do not skip this message today. I need you to listen to my voice very carefully. I saw your tears last night when you thought you were completely alone, and I know exactly how much you have been struggling to hold everything together. You tried to hide your exhaustion. You smiled through the pain, but I saw the absolute truth. You sit in the silence and wonder if I have forgotten you. You ask if your struggles will ever truly end. The weight on your shoulders feels too heavy to carry anymore. And every single morning when you wake up, the heaviness is already sitting on your chest before you even open your eyes. You push forward anyway. You keep giving your energy away, but your spirit feels empty inside. Do not let your mind wander right now. Stay with me, because this revelation changes everything. The tears you shed were not a sign of your weakness. They were the holy water purifying your weary soul while you navigated through the darkest valleys of your life without anyone to help you. I counted every single drop. You thought you were breaking down completely, but you were breaking open. I saw you sitting in your car before walking into your house. You took a deep breath to gather your fragile emotions. You wiped your face so your family would not see your despair. You carry the heavy burdens of your entire bloodline without complaining to anyone, and sometimes the sheer pressure of it all makes you want to disappear completely. The isolation is deep, but you stay and fight. You have been severely tested in the fires of endless waiting. The enemy tried to convince you that this pain was your permanent destiny. He whispered lies that your prayers were bouncing off the ceiling. He wanted you to surrender your faith entirely, hoping that you would finally break under the immense pressure of all these repeated financial failures. But you held on. You passed my test. Because you stood firm in the darkness, a new season is beginning. The spiritual realm is shifting around you at this exact moment. Angels have been dispatched to the areas where you experienced loss. I am overturning the heavy verdicts of the enemy against you, and I am actively restoring every single piece of peace that was stolen from your heart. You are not a victim. You are my chosen warrior. Listen to me carefully, and let this truth sink into your spirit. You are the cycle breaker for your entire family line. The generational curses that plagued your ancestors are stopping with you. That is exactly why the resistance against your life has been so incredibly fierce, because the darkness is absolutely terrified of the magnificent light you carry inside. They know your power. Stand up. I know you feel like you have absolutely nothing left to give. You look at your life and see a valley of dry bones. You wonder how anything good can grow from this massive devastation. But my power is always perfected in your greatest weakness, and I am breathing fresh life into your exhausted mind today so you can finally see clearly. The brain fog is lifting. I am restoring your mental clarity. Your silent suffering has officially reached its final expiration date. The heavy seasons of weeping are transitioning into mornings of profound joy. I have recorded every moment you chose love over bitter resentment. I saw you bless others when you yourself desperately needed a miracle, and because you gave freely from your empty cup, your heavenly harvest will be overwhelmingly abundant. Get ready. Do not let fear steal this specific promise from your heart. The days of living in survival mode are coming to a sudden end. I am unlocking doors of provision that no human hand can ever shut. You will no longer beg for the basic necessities of life, because you will be the one who generously distributes wealth and profound healing to everyone around you. This is your true destiny. I wrote it. I need you to prepare your heart for a massive sudden shift. The miracle you have been waiting for is no longer delayed. It is hurtling toward you with unstoppable heavenly momentum. But you must keep your spiritual eyes completely open to see it arrive, because the enemy will try to distract you at the very last second before your breakthrough manifests. Do not look back. Step out of the shadows. I felt your heart breaking when those you trusted walked away. You questioned your own worth when they abandoned you in the storm, but I removed them to protect the sacred future I am building for you. They simply could not survive the high altitude of your magnificent calling, so I am replacing those painful, empty spaces with divine connections that will honor your soul. You are finally safe now. Your beautiful mind was never meant to carry this heavy anxiety. I created you to live in perfect peace and abundant joy. The constant worry about your finances and your future is a toxic lie. I am the ultimate provider for every single need you have, and I will never let you fall completely into ruin as long as you hold on to my promise. Release your tight grip. Let my gentle grace wash over you. My precious one, you have carried this heavy weight for so long. You have tried everything the world offered to fix your broken circumstances, and still the fog remains heavy behind your tired eyes. You look at your empty hands and wonder what you did wrong. But you did absolutely nothing wrong. You were just carrying a burden you were never meant to carry alone. I see the quiet moments when your strength completely fails. I watch you stare blankly at the wall because your mind is too tired to form another prayer. You think I am disappointed in your fragile faith, but I am not looking for your perfect performance. I am looking right at your beautiful, exhausted heart, and I am telling you today that your long trial is finally over. Listen to my voice very closely right now. Do not let the enemy pull your attention away. The intense season of your hidden suffering has reached its absolute end. You have walked through the dry wilderness for what feels like a lifetime. You watched other people receive their sudden miracles while you stood in the cold shadows. But your waiting was not a punishment. You are the weary warrior of your entire family line. You absorbed the pain of generations so that your children would never have to feel it. That is why the spiritual attacks against your finances and your peace have been so incredibly relentless. The darkness wanted to break your spirit before you could realize your true authority, but they completely failed. I saw you delete that message where you almost asked for help. Your pride and your deep shame made you type that you were fine instead. You are so tired of being the strong one for everyone else. You give, and you give, until there is nothing left for your own soul. Rest now. Let me carry the heavy weight your human shoulders were never designed to bear. The testing season was necessary to forge your spirit into unbreakable steel. I had to make sure you could handle the massive weight of the glory I am about to release. If I gave you the ultimate blessing too soon, the enemy would have easily stolen it from your hands. But now your roots are driven deep into the solid rock of my eternal promise. You are ready. Every single time you chose to forgive someone who deeply hurt you, you were breaking a spiritual chain. Every time you woke up and tried again despite your massive failures, you were defeating the darkness. The heavens are standing in pure awe of your incredible resilience. You did not quit when every logical sign told you to surrender. You passed the test. Pay close attention to what I am declaring over your life today. The heavy fog that keeps your brilliant mind trapped is about to vanish. The endless cycle of financial lack and quiet desperation is broken forever. I am personally stepping into your earthly circumstances to balance the scales of justice. Those who whispered behind your back will see my favor upon you. You thought you were just experiencing a string of terrible luck. You believed you were simply not smart enough or talented enough to succeed. That is a toxic lie planted by the enemy to keep you paralyzed in fear. Your struggles were never about your personal worth. They were a strategic spiritual battle for your massive destiny, and the victory is already yours. I am wrapping my arms around your tired spirit right now. Breathe in my deep peace, and let the bitter anxiety wash out of your chest. You do not need to fight this particular battle anymore. The legal right the darkness held over your bloodline has been permanently revoked by my authority. You are entirely safe. You are hidden completely under my protective wings. Tomorrow will not be like yesterday. The exhausting cycle of striving and failing is finished. I am transitioning you from a season of endless weeping into a season of effortless receiving. You will no longer run underwater where every single step requires twice the normal energy. I am clearing the path ahead of you so you can walk in total freedom and pure joy. I want you to remember this specific moment when the heavy doubt tries to return. When the enemy whispers that nothing has actually changed, you must stand firm in my holy declaration. You are a completely restored vessel of honor. The divine compensation for all your lost years is already moving toward your house. Keep your heart open. Stay with me until the very end. The profound healing of your mind and your circumstances begins today. I am gathering all the broken pieces of your past to build a magnificent testimony of my grace. You will look back at this painful wilderness and understand exactly why it had to happen. But for now, you just need to rest. Let my love repair the deep wounds that nobody else ever saw. My child, I need you to understand something absolutely critical today. The intense pain you experienced was never meant to destroy you. The enemy desperately wanted you to accept your ultimate defeat. But what you called a massive delay, heaven called a divine setup. My silence was not an abandonment of your beautiful soul. It was the sound of me building your massive fortress. Your financial struggle is not because you are lazy or foolish. You are facing this because the enemy is terrified of the incredible wealth you are destined to control. I had to let certain people walk away from your life to protect you. Their sudden removal was incredibly painful for your fragile heart, but I had to make room for the divine connections arriving tomorrow. Your silence in the face of betrayal gave me the right to vindicate you. Listen closely, because this is where the real battle has been fought. The enemy knew he could not easily touch your eternal soul. So he targeted your brilliant mind with heavy distractions and dark anxieties to break your focus. I have watched you search desperately for the sharpness you had as a little child. You want the brilliant ideas that used to come so easily to you. You desperately want your clarity back. You sit and wonder why you lose your thoughts halfway through a simple sentence. You feel the heavy fog rolling into your tired mind before the day even begins. You have repeatedly called this getting older, and you have blamed it on a lack of discipline. You thought you were simply losing your sharp edge. My precious child, that is a toxic lie from the darkness. That is not what happened to you at all. Here is the absolute truth about your incredible mind. I built you with two halves of the brain meant to work perfectly as one. I designed your sensing and your reasoning to flow together in total harmony. I paired your beautiful wonder with clear logic so you could conquer any obstacle. But the overwhelming noise of growing up in this harsh world pulled them far apart. The enemy divided your holy focus. I call this terrible separation the great disconnection of your soul. It is absolutely not a permanent mental decay. It is a spiritual and physical separation designed to keep you living below your true potential. The darkness does not want you to be whole. A mind that is fully reconnected does not stay afraid of the unknown future. It absolutely refuses to stay small. It refuses to keep chasing what the world demands. So the constant noise of this world was allowed to pull apart what I perfectly built, not because I ever willed your heavy fog, but because I gave you free will in a world the enemy still bitterly contests. You were never actually becoming less capable or less intelligent. You were just carrying a mind that had been split by a world too loud to let it heal. You were disconnected from what I placed deeply inside you. But what was separated can always be miraculously rejoined. And here is what I really want you to know today. What pulled your beautiful mind apart can be perfectly reconnected by my grace. I have already placed the way into the hands of someone I led to find it. I will show you exactly what that is before this prophetic message ends. For now, I just need you to hold this profound question with me. What if the heavy fog you carry was never about your advancing age? What if it was never about your lack of personal discipline? You are not starting over from absolutely nothing. You are coming back to what I built in you before the noise of this world pulled it apart. You are simply returning to your divine factory settings. The enemy thought he had permanently broken your focus, but he only set the stage for your return. I did not only give you words in Scripture to completely restore your mind, I also gave immense wisdom to those who deeply study the physical body I formed. I have hidden profound wisdom in what I created, waiting for the right season to reveal it to you. That divine season of revelation is happening right now. Your mind is about to experience a great awakening. The heavy fog is going to evaporate completely from your life. I want you to feel the heavy burden lifting off your tired shoulders. The difficult days of living with a divided mind are officially over. You are about to step into a powerful frequency of absolute divine alignment. The spiritual pressure in your room is already shifting to accommodate your massive breakthrough. Do not look away from this screen today. Do not let the enemy distract you from this crucial moment. I need you to make a physical declaration of your unwavering faith today. Your physical action sets a powerful spiritual contract into motion right now. If you truly believe that I am reconnecting your mind, type the word Amen in the comments. Declare that you receive this total restoration of your clarity. This is your prophetic act telling heaven that you are ready for the great rejoining. The miracle is unfolding. Stay with me because the revelation I am about to give you next will make everything make perfect sense. You have waited so long for an answer to your quiet midnight prayers. You have suffered in complete silence, while others wildly celebrated their easy victories. But your glorious vindication has finally arrived. The missing piece of your profound puzzle is about to be placed directly into your open hands. Get ready to receive it. I want you to open your spiritual eyes for a moment. Look closely at what is happening in the heavenly realm around you today. Even as you read these words, the atmosphere in your room is physically shifting because angels are receiving their specific assignments concerning your future. The heavy chains of your past are finally breaking off your tired shoulders. The long and painful waiting season is officially over. Can you feel the heavy weight lifting off your chest right now? You endured the brutal fire when others would have easily walked away. You held on to my promise when the entire world told you to just give up. And because you did not quit, heaven is absolutely rejoicing over your profound faithfulness, and I am preparing your massive reward. I am preparing a massive table before you in the exact presence of your enemies. They thought your silent suffering meant I had completely abandoned your cause. But my silence was just the sound of me building your ultimate reward. The divine compensation for all your lost years is being loaded into your hands right now, while the darkness watches in absolute defeat. You are about to see my glory. You are not merely a survivor of the terrible storms that hit your family. You are a chosen heir of my eternal kingdom. I called you to be the ultimate cycle breaker for your entire bloodline, and the reward for breaking those ancient curses is much greater than your human mind can currently comprehend, because I am giving you the keys to true generational wealth. Your victory is completely assured. The dark forces that tormented your finances are losing their tight grip on your life. They know their legal right to harass you expired at midnight. The vicious cycle of making progress and then suddenly losing everything is finished. I am commanding my warrior angels to carefully guard your brand new season with flaming swords, so that no weapon formed against your beautiful mind will ever prosper again. But to receive this immense blessing, your mind must be completely ready. A divided mind cannot hold the massive weight of the glory I am sending. That is exactly why the enemy tried so hard to keep you living in a constant state of thick mental fog. He knew that if you ever saw clearly, you would become totally unstoppable. He desperately wanted to steal your sharp focus. Listen to me carefully and do not let distractions pull you away. We are almost at the edge of your greatest spiritual breakthrough. I am tuning your spirit to a totally new heavenly frequency today, and it is a divine rhythm of pure abundance and absolute peace that will protect you. When you vibrate at this holy frequency, you will effortlessly attract everything you need. You will not have to grind and hustle like the rest of the exhausted world. I am removing the heavy burden of constant striving from your tired back. Your daily provision will flow to you like a mighty river that never runs dry, because when heaven decides to bless you, no earthly economy can ever stop the overflow. Your bank account is about to change dramatically. This magnificent reward is not just about bringing you massive financial wealth. It is about restoring the deep peace that was violently stolen from your home. You will finally sleep through the night without waking up in a total panic. Your mornings will be filled with bright hope instead of heavy dread, because I am completely healing the very foundation of your daily life. Even your physical body will feel the immense relief of this spiritual victory. The chronic exhaustion that drains your joy before the day begins is fading away. You will wake up with the boundless energy you had when you were just a little child. Because a soul that is completely at peace produces a body that is vibrant and strong, you are being beautifully renewed from the inside out. I need you to pay close attention to this next part. This is where the enemy traps most people right before their miracle arrives. He will try to make you doubt the incredible promise I am speaking over you right now. He will tell you that things are just too good to be true, but you must not listen to his toxic whispers as you step into your new season. Keep your eyes firmly fixed on my truth. The highest court in heaven has officially ruled in your favor today. The angels have stamped your spiritual passport for a massive promotion. You are crossing over from a season of brutal lack into a season of extraordinary overflow. I want you to start acting like a person who already has the ultimate victory, so that your confident faith can actively lead your daily steps forward. I am about to hand you a specific key to unlock this brand new reality. It is not something you have to work tirelessly to achieve. It is a divine tool that I have already prepared for you in the secret place. It is designed to perfectly reconnect what the loud noise of the world pulled apart, and it is the bridge between your current struggle and your promised land. Breathe deeply and let my comforting presence surround you right now. The heavy spiritual warfare in your mind is officially coming to an end. You are stepping into a sacred space where massive miracles happen naturally and easily. Prepare your heart to receive the specific instructions I am about to release, because your magnificent destiny is calling your name today, and you are finally ready. My precious child, the world has tried to convince you that your exhausted mind is permanently broken. They want you to believe that you just need to try much harder to succeed, but human effort is absolutely not what you need right now. I am bringing you a divine solution that goes far beyond your physical strength. The restoration of your beautiful mind is already happening. I have always hidden profound wisdom in the magnificent things I originally created, and I wait patiently for the right season to reveal these deep secrets to my children. Many years ago, in 1981, I allowed a brilliant man named Dr. Roger Sperry to see a powerful truth about the human mind. The world eagerly celebrated his discovery and called it a Nobel Prize. But I call his discovery a piece of the eternal truth I chose to release. I allowed him to scientifically prove that the two halves of the brain I formed were never meant to work apart. I designed them to function in absolute harmony so you could hear my voice clearly, because your logic and your deep intuition are supposed to flow together seamlessly like a mighty rushing river. The loud noise of this chaotic world was allowed to pull those two halves apart. The enemy desperately wanted to separate what I originally built to work as one whole unit. Because a mind that is fully reconnected does not stay afraid of the dark shadows. A reconnected mind does not stay small, and it absolutely refuses to keep chasing what the enemy demands. The great disconnection you feel inside is the true source of your heavy mental fog. It is the exact reason why you lose your focus and forget your thoughts halfway through a sentence. But what the enemy aggressively separated, my divine grace is going to beautifully rejoin. I am orchestrating a powerful whole brain activation for you right now in the spiritual realm, and it will change everything. You do not need to sit in silence for hours trying to fix this terrible disconnection yourself. I have already provided a specific key to help you realign your scattered thoughts. I gave divine wisdom to another servant who studies the human body I perfectly formed, and I led him to discover a sacred rhythm that breaks the heavy interference holding your mind captive. This is not some illusion of the modern world or a random earthly occurrence. It is a heavenly sound designed to bring the two halves of your mind back into one. It is a powerful rhythm of pure grace that gently washes away the toxic spiritual fog. I am bringing you this exact tool because you are the chosen cycle breaker who needs to be whole again. Imagine waking up tomorrow with the sharp mental clarity you had as a young child. Imagine your thoughts flowing freely without the heavy resistance you feel every single day. That is exactly what happens when your mind returns to the perfect alignment I originally created, and you will no longer struggle to remember the brilliant ideas I whispered directly into your open spirit. The darkness is absolutely terrified that you are hearing this crucial message today. They know that once your mind is reconnected, you will step into your massive financial destiny. They want you to scroll away and completely ignore the divine provision I am handing you, but you must stand firm in your faith and refuse to let them steal your promised breakthrough. Press the like button right now to show the enemy you are not backing down. This is not just a simple click on your screen today. This is a prophetic act telling heaven that you are completely ready for your mind to be restored. Your physical obedience activates the spiritual covenant we are making together in this exact moment, so show me that you believe my promise. The season of running underwater and fighting for every inch of progress is totally finished. When your mind operates as one united force, the heavy doors of wealth will swing wide open. You will solve complicated problems easily and attract the right people into your daily life. The chaotic struggles of your past are making way for a future of effortless receiving. Stay very close to me because the final piece of your puzzle is arriving soon. The The sacred tool I mentioned is going to change the entire trajectory of your family line. You are about to reclaim every single thing the enemy stole during your years of disconnection, and you will finally experience the abundant peace I promised you from the very beginning. You are so much closer to the massive finish line than you can possibly imagine. The long nights of crying and wondering if you are going crazy are finally over. I am validating your pain and providing the exact spiritual remedy you need to heal completely. Just breathe deeply and accept the beautiful restoration that is washing over your entire being right now. I am breaking the final seal over your destiny right now. The atmospheric pressure in your room is totally changing today. Every single angel assigned to your life is moving swiftly, and the heavy spiritual silence that tormented you for so long is finally shattering under the massive weight of my glory. You are stepping into a frequency of absolute divine alignment. Look closely at your own hands and receive it. Can you feel the immense power resting upon you today? The legal right the darkness had over your finances is revoked. I am decreeing a supernatural reversal over your bank account. The exhausting season of constantly living paycheck to paycheck is dead, and within the next 72 hours, a massive financial surprise will suddenly appear in your daily life to prove my word. This is not a trick or an illusion today. Watch very closely for a number containing a 7 today. When you see it, know that heaven has officially intervened. This provision is not coming from any random earthly luck. It is a strategic and divine appointment scheduled just for you. Because you chose to trust me in the darkest valleys, I am opening the eternal vaults of heaven to bless your family. Your profound obedience is being beautifully rewarded right now. The money you desperately need is already on the way. It will cover the heavy debts that keep you awake. It will provide the security you have cried for in secret. And you will suddenly realize that all those years of quiet suffering were simply preparing you to handle this massive overflow. You will finally breathe without that terrible pressure crushing your chest. You are finally free from the heavy spiritual bondage. I am doing a completely new thing in your life today. Even right now, it is powerfully springing up around you. The toxic anxiety that choked your joy is melting away. I am replacing your deep panic with an overwhelming heavenly peace. And the people who secretly smiled at your past failures will be absolutely forced to watch as I elevate you to greatness. They will witness your profound vindication with their own eyes. You are the chosen one who broke the generational curse. The poverty that plagued your ancestors stops with your hands. The mental exhaustion that destroyed your family is permanently finished. You are establishing a brand new legacy of abundant wealth and perfect health for every single generation that follows you. I am so incredibly proud of your unyielding resilience today. Do not shrink back from this massive blessing today. You are completely worthy to receive this extraordinary level of favor. The enemy wants you to feel guilty about being highly blessed. He will try to convince you that you must suffer endlessly to prove your holy devotion to my eternal kingdom. That is a vicious lie from the pit of hell. You are an heir to my vast heavenly kingdom. I designed you to live in spectacular abundance and profound joy. I want your cup to overflow so you can bless others. The wealth coming in the next 72 hours is a tool. It is a sacred instrument to build my kingdom and secure your family. So open your arms incredibly wide and accept the total restoration of your earthly resources without any hesitation or fear. Your divine harvest is finally here in your hands. The highest court of heaven has issued a final ruling. Everything the darkness stole from you must be returned completely. They are legally required to pay back 7 times over. Your lost time and opportunities are being supernaturally restored by my mighty hand, and the profound sadness you carried for so many years is being washed away by a glorious flood of my love. You are stepping into ultimate victory right now. Listen to what I am decreeing over your life right now. The heavy doors of opportunity are swinging wide open today. The right people are being moved to favor your good name. And you will no longer run underwater where every single step you take requires twice the exhausting energy it normally should. I am making your path completely straight and removing every hidden obstacle. The heavy friction is completely gone from your life. Can you feel the shift in your tired spirit today? The deep isolation is over and the confusion is lifting. You are returning to the sharp clarity I placed inside you. You are remembering the powerful holy identity I gave you before the noise of this loud world tried to drown it out. You are my precious child, and you are deeply loved. I want you to celebrate before you see the evidence. Your faith in the unseen activates this massive miracle today. Praise me right now for the 72-hour breakthrough. Thank me for the provision that is hurtling toward your house today. Because when you praise me before the physical breakthrough arrives, you completely shatter the heavy chains of the enemy forever. Your immense joy is your greatest spiritual weapon. The divine reversal has officially begun in your life. The season of lack is being swallowed by absolute abundance. The era of weeping is being replaced by total triumph. I am placing a crown of pure beauty on your head instead of the dark ashes you carried for so long. You will never walk through that terrible wilderness again. The ancient promise is completely fulfilled in your life. I am sealing this prophetic word over your spirit today. No demon in hell can stop what I have set into motion. The next 3 days will bring a shock of pure joy. You will finally see the physical proof that I have always been fighting for you in the invisible spiritual realm. Rest in my perfect peace tonight and prepare your house. You are finally coming home to my abundant grace. My beloved child, the enemy is waiting for this exact video to end so he can flood your mind with doubt once again. I must warn you because he heard everything I just promised you. He is absolutely terrified of the massive financial miracle arriving in the next 72 hours. So he will try to attack you with that familiar heavy brain fog. I will not let you walk onto the battlefield unarmed. The profound exhaustion you feel is not normal tiredness. The sudden inability to focus is a targeted spiritual attack. It is designed to disrupt your divine frequency right before the massive breakthrough completely manifests in your life. But I have imparted heavenly wisdom to my servant, Dr. Daniel Barone, to decode a specific sacred sound. It is a divine rhythm that completely breaks this heavy demonic interference. Because you are the chosen cycle breaker of your bloodline, you need this specific tool. You need this to realign your spirit with my immense abundance today. I have always hidden profound secrets in the magnificent things I created, and I allowed Dr. Roger Sperry to see that the two halves of your brain were never meant to work apart. His discovery was a piece of the eternal truth I released. I have prepared this incredible tool for you today. It is known as the Genius Switch. It is not some random brainwave or a cheap magical frequency. It is a powerful whole brain activation designed to reconnect what the loud world pulled apart. It is exactly 8 minutes a day of listening in deep stillness, while my profound grace washes over your tired mind. It restores your absolute mental clarity. I watched a tired father in Texas build something for his family with a mind still fogged by years of disconnection. He wondered why the brilliant ideas that used to come easily felt so far away. He called it just being tired from the daily grind. But that was not normal tiredness. That was two halves of a beautiful mind still waiting to be miraculously rejoined, and I provided the ultimate solution. If you have tried other methods and felt absolutely nothing, I understand your deep doubt today. Those earthly things addressed only a wave and not the whole. What I am leading you to is completely different from anything you have ever experienced. It is a profound reconnection of the two halves I built to work perfectly together. What did not work before will not disqualify what I am offering you now. Colleagues told Dr. Barone this heavenly tool was worth $500. Some people pay $300 an hour for something similar in person, and a massive machine for the home costs $7,000. But I did not lead him to price it at $500 today, or even $200. I led him to release it at $49. It is a fraction of its true worth. And because you have stayed with me this far today, I am making a special way for you. You can receive it right now for $39. This is not a commercial sale or a cheap transaction. It is a small exchange of faith, small enough that the only thing it proves is your absolute willingness to receive my blessing. I want to remove every obstacle from your divine path. You are protected. With it come 4 magnificent things I have gathered for you. You will receive a guided visualization for your profound peace. You will get a guide that eases the heavy financial weight on your table each month. You will receive a century-old book on sacred stewardship, and you will get 5 powerful habits worth printing on your wall. I am equipping you for total victory in every single area of life. One more thing you must know right now, my child. The enemy delights in creating cheap illusions to completely confuse you. If you search for this tool on random platforms, you will find fake tracks wearing its name with none of what was built inside them. They are just toxic noise dressed up for earthly clicks, not for your holy restoration. The authentic tool is only found through the protected link. Do not let a counterfeit stand between you and what is real today. Step forward without fear because you are completely covered by my grace. You are protected by a 100% guarantee of peace. Listen for 8 minutes a day. Listen 80 times if you need to. If your spirit does not feel the massive shift I promised you, every single cent returns to you. You carry absolutely zero risk. Heaven is waiting for your final answer right now. The sacred window of grace is completely open for you today. Take this as a small step of obedience, not a worldly purchase. I am not asking you to fight harder. I am reconnecting what fights for you. I am asking you to receive the immense blessing I have already provided. The specific path to it is waiting for you in the comments below. Do not delay what heaven has perfectly ordained today. Go to the pinned comment right now, tap the sacred link, and claim your massive breakthrough tonight. 8 minutes, headphones, eyes closed. That is all I am asking of you to activate this profound miracle. Let your physical action be the final signature on our heavenly contract. Step into the magnificent abundance I have prepared for your family line. Lay down your heavy weapons now, my beautiful, weary warrior. You do not need to fight this particular battle all by yourself anymore. The legal right the darkness had over your bloodline has been permanently revoked today. Breathe in my deep heavenly peace. Let the toxic anxiety wash completely out of your tired chest. You are perfectly safe now. You are hidden safely under my wings. You have carried the massive burdens of your family for way too long. It is finally time for you to rest your exhausted mind in my presence. I am washing away the bitter memories of your past financial failures right now. Every single disappointment is being quickly replaced by my glorious grace. You will wake up tomorrow feeling so much lighter. The heavy spiritual fog is finally gone. I speak absolute peace over your physical house today. I speak total restoration over your physical body and your beautiful mind. The painful days of surviving on the bare minimum are completely finished. You are officially stepping into a brand new era of extraordinary overflow. You will have more than enough to generously bless everyone around you. You are a living testimony of my love. Your children and your grandchildren will never inherit the terrible curses you fought so hard to break. They will inherit the massive spiritual wealth that you are establishing right now. The painful cycle of poverty and depression stops permanently with your courageous obedience today. I am so incredibly proud of the quiet strength you showed in the dark. You are my faithful servant. I am completely replacing your sudden panic with an overwhelming joy that makes absolutely no logical sense to the world. When the enemy tries to remind you of your past mistakes, my Holy Spirit will loudly remind you of your brilliant future. You are fully forgiven and you are completely cleansed. The heavy shame you carried is entirely washed away by my immense mercy. Stand up tall. You are going to walk in a level of divine authority that completely terrifies the forces of darkness. Everywhere you step will be heavily blessed by my presence. The people who desperately need healing will naturally gravitate toward your radiant light. You will not have to strive for the attention of the world anymore, because my favor is going to effortlessly attract every single blessing. I am officially sealing this prophetic word over your fragile spirit today. No demon in hell and no toxic person on earth can ever stop what I have set into motion. The massive 72-hour miracle is already speeding toward your front door. You just need to keep your heart completely open to receive it. Do not let any sudden earthly distraction steal your intense heavenly focus. I want you to always remember that I will never leave your side. Even when you walk through the valleys of deep uncertainty, my steady hand will carefully guide you back to the holy path. You do not have to figure out the complex future all by yourself anymore. I've already mapped out every single glorious step for you. Just trust my perfect timing and completely surrender your tight grip. And always remember, my precious child, the genius switch I provided is not some magic trick. It is not a shortcut around me. It is exactly 8 minutes that helps rejoin what I already built in you as one whole mind. If you have ever wondered whether the brilliant mind you had as a young child is still hiding inside you, this is exactly how you come back to it. It is waiting for you. Before you close this message today, I need you to completely solidify this sacred covenant. Subscribe to this space and turn on the notifications so you never miss the next prophetic instruction I have for you. I am building a powerful army of cycle breakers, and you are a crucial part of this divine family. Type the word Amen in the comments to declare that you accept my final blessing. Share this profound message with 3 people who are desperately fighting their own silent battles today. When you send this light to others in the darkness, you become an active vessel for my miraculous healing. Your simple act of kindness could be the exact answer to their midnight prayers. Never underestimate the massive power of your obedience. You are changing the world around you. May my ultimate grace and my perfect peace multiply in your beautiful life. May your physical health be totally restored and your bank accounts continuously overflow. I am surrounding your entire family with a massive hedge of holy protection that cannot be penetrated by the enemy. You are deeply loved beyond human comprehension. Sleep in total peace tonight. The victory is already yours. I am smiling down upon you from the highest throne in heaven right now. You are the absolute joy of my heart, and I cannot wait to show you the magnificent things I have planned for your tomorrow. The heavy weeping only lasted for the dark night, but your glorious joy has finally arrived with the morning sun. Go forward with pure confidence. I am with you always. It is beautifully finished.